ADA, we start with 1 hour chart. First of all, if we refer to our analysis, after we get this down move, we mentioned we're looking for the, if we get any reversal, we can look for buy. But beside that, I mentioned let the price correct. Even when the price, when there was a reversal, we mentioned mostly we can expect the price correct and drop. Okay, before we get the reversal, as we can, the price reversed, but there was no trade setup, and we are within this to move. That means we didn't get any trade setup for buy. And as we mentioned, what we expected, we mentioned with the price can drop to 1.95. As we can see the price tag and reverse. Now, want to see what's the next. What we can see here, technically, we can expect this one turn to flat for one more drop. Okay, it doesn't mean the price cannot reverse from here, but we can expect the price to drop technically if we want to look for trade. In this case, we move to daily chart. We want to see what we have based on daily chart. As you can see the price based on daily chart, if I just, all right, as you can see the price at the daily chart almost at the top, what there was no continuation, and mostly we can expect to get the correction here. This is how ADA behave. As we can see, the way it's moving is really corrective. It's not really sharp with the continuation. And if we move to forward chart, right now we're looking at this. That means if we get any reversal, any trade within this, we are more interested to look for buy. But the only question is, as what we see based on 1 hour chart, can we expect this one turn to a deeper correction before we get the reversal or not? But right now we cannot confirm based on the forward chart. In this case, we move to 1 hour chart. First of all, if I put this low in relative to the previous one, we have a divergence, but MACD doesn't show me the divergence. That's why from what I can see here, still I'm considering this one. We can put either relative, either we put in relative to this one or here, turn to a correction, flat. Either we consider as this for one more drop or the bigger picture, it doesn't matter. At least we need to see one more drop. Then from there, we see whether we can get a reversal or not. How about if this is the start of the reversal? How we can look for trade? All right, we get one drop. Can we expect to get one more drop? At least we see the flat. Then we're from there we can look for buy. But the best thing is what I prefer. I want to see one more drop with the breakout of the previous low, because I want to see this correction is finished already in relative to this for the last. How are we going to look for this one? It doesn't matter. Either we want to put this one as an internal flat, internal three waves with this two as a bigger picture, or we put this two as a bigger internally for one more drop in relative to this, may this one turn more to more complex correction. We are not going to into the details how we want to look at this. The only thing is we want to see this correction is finished for one more drop. Then any reversal from there, we can take the trade. Because if we get one more drop, mostly we can expect to get the divergence on MACD as well. But how about if this is the only correction in relative to this two, and this is the start of the up move? I don't think so we can get a really good trade setup, because even if we want to go look for trade, we have to see the continuation flag, we take the trade, or we can have entry above this. Unless this one give us one more drop, we see the flat, then maybe we can have entry above this. That's why for me, if I want to get a trade, the best things I prefer to get one more drop with the breakout of this low. Then I refer to the indicators. If I see the divergence, then any reversal as I will take the trade. And as what we were expected, the price tag 1.95, we take out this one. And if the price reverse from here, as I mentioned, with the sharp move flag, then we need to see whether we can look for trade or not. We need to consider. But right now, I cannot simply say if I get any reversal, we will take the trade. We need to see what we get. And having entry above this in case the price reverse from here. Again, for me, I prefer to confirm this correction is finished. And the next move, I want to be sharp, similar to what I get here. And I refer to the indicators. If I see the divergence, any reversal from there, I will take. The reason is if we move to daily chart, the price is at the top. How about if this one turned to a bigger correction? Because the way it was moving is really corrective. Okay. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share.